This is Terror House Radio with Matt Forney and Bryden Proctor.
Yeah, welcome to a Terror House Radio, episode number 447. I'm Matt Forney, your charming and loquacious host, and the founder and editor-in-chief of Terror House Press. Joining me is the lovely co-host and producer, Bryden Proctor. How you doing, Bryden?
We're meeting a Jolly Rancher.
That explains why your audio was fucked up at the beginning.
No, I think that was a computer thing. But
Might have been.
Yeah, got Jolly Rancher.
So how about that 2020, Bryden? What a crazy year, LOL.
Yeah, it's just going to keep happening.
Yeah, I hope 2021 is better. Spoiler alert, it won't be.
No, it's not. Yeah, you're going to wear a mask for the rest of your fucking life. There'll be rolling lockdowns. And worse. So much worse. That'll be great.
There'll be immunity chips.
Yeah, I'm wondering how they're going to handle that. I mean, especially now since they're doing the whole thing where it's like, oh yeah, plus there's it's mutating and it's, got different things. So I'm wondering how they're going to do that, unless you're going to have to get like a vaccine for every different new thing. I just don't know how that's going to work.
Oh, an mRNA vaccine every 6 months. Boy, that sounds like it won't have any negative side effects.
Yeah, I don't even know what the hell the mRNA thing really is outside of it's like doesn't have the virus in it, which all the other vaccines do. I'm not a fucking doctor. I'm more of a doctor than Fauci is, I know that. Did you hear that he says we can't have herd immunity until like 90% of the population's vaccinated?
Oh, it's another thing he lied about. Remember he lied about the masks?
Yeah. And then later it was like, oh, I had to lie about the masks. It's like, no, you should be fired. You come on, man. Like, just because...
He shouldn't just be fired. That's the kind of thing that should cause you to lose your medical license.
Yeah, I mean, you should go to prison, really, but I don't know. He gets on TV and is like, yeah, we had to lie about that because we needed it for nurses. So it's like, if it was actually as bad as you say it is, then you killed a bunch of people? Like, I mean, what are you talking about? It's fucking stupid.
Yeah, he killed a bunch of people. And with the herd immunity, whatever, he's going to kill a whole bunch more. But hey, that's the world we live in. That's 2020 for you, folks. But,
Yeah, I hope that all those people who are like, oh, 2020, that's 2020. I hope you all fucking die, all right? I hope you fucking die, you bunch of mask-wearing pansy faggots. Every single one of you.
Yeah, every single podcast, like, recorded around this time is starting like this. 2020, what a crazy year, bro.
Yeah, it's not
so nauseating.
It's not a fucking year. It's the whole, just, yeah, you gotta be fucking raped to death, dude. Raped to death. I hate it because it's like, I watched my fucking fellow citizen just sit back and just be fucking homos about everything. And it's like, you know what? You should be hanged. Every single fucking one of them. Every single one of these fucking people should be hanged.
In Minecraft.
No. In my yard. They should be. They should be fucking tried for goddamn treason. Dude, I don't even care about, Bryden's Fed posting. I don't give a shit. Fuck you. Ben Garrison's fucking Fed posting now, all right?
I think when boomers start Fed posting, that's when it's okay.
I think so. Also, I mean, I think Ben Garrison's finally fucking lost it. The guy's a schizophrenic.
Dude, he's tweaked on so many hallucinogens. I mean, that's been obvious for a while now. But like, you saw the. I mean, you referenced the Tree of Liberty sketch he did.
Yeah.
That dude is on a summer of love's worth of fucking acid.
He's got the fucking planets up there for some fucking reason. I don't know what that shit's all about. Yeah. I have no idea. I have no idea what he's doing, but it's like, he's got to be one of the most disappointed people ever because all he's done for years is like draw Trump's rippling pecs, and now he's going to be like, oh shit, fuck, well, now what?
You'll just do more acid. It's like, well, there was that cartoon he did recently that was pretty funny. The one about Fang Fang and Eric Swalwell. That was hilarious.
Yeah, it's really funny that Eric Swalwell's not in fucking prison right now. Which he should be.
Fucking expected.
He
should be, yeah.
I mean, that is rough stuff. Imagine if it had been, some Republican and like a fucking Russian, how they would have handled that. But instead, I haven't heard fucking mum about it from the damn media. I haven't heard anything about it. I've been like, oh yeah, that was the thing that happened there. I'm like, really? And wasn't it just not that long ago that Dianne Feinstein's limo driver of 20 years was a fucking spy too? Like, nobody's concerned about this? It's a weird one.
Well, we already know what would happen if a Republican was involved with Russia. We saw it with everyone who was around Trump going to fucking prison on the most minor of things. Roger Stone, Paul Manafort, Flynn, you shared a cigarette with a Russian woman 10 years ago in a bar in Prague. Off to prison for you. You're clearly working to undermine our democracy. Yeah.
Good Lord. I'm wondering who else Trump's going to pardon, though. He's got to do it. I mean, and I'm wondering if these fucking people, the Q people, are finally going to goddamn lose all hope. Because now they're saying it's the 6th. All right, the 6th. And there's supposed to be that big march and stuff. I just feel like the wind has to have been taken out of their sails. Because there's people that have dedicated the
wind is blowing in a different direction.
Well, I don't. That's what you need to do. You interrupted me to say something gay like that? I'm talking about the Q people.
It's an Art Bell reference.
Fuck Art Bell. He's dead. Lucky son of a bitch.
Well, he died of a fentanyl overdose, right?
That's awesome. I want to die of a fentanyl overdose. At least the Chinese then would be good for something.
But no, the Q people will just reform, because they've already done this, right? Multiple times.
Not on this scale though. I mean, it's like this. The Q shit's like a weird, creepy, like worldwide cult at this point.
Well, you remember, back when Q emerged in 2017, 2018, they were all talking about Jeff Sessions, he's arresting all the pedophiles. Jeff Sessions is part of the plan. And then a week after 2018 midterms, Jeff Sessions fired.
Yeah, but I mean, they still had Trump was the thing. They had Trump to hang on to. And now, like, I had somebody in my D-Live chat say something about like, oh yeah, the military is actually in control and they hired Trump and all of this. And it's like, well, the military fucking hates Trump. So, I don't know. I don't know how they're going to move on without Donald Trump, but I'm sure they will. You can't just invest every day of your life looking for secret codes and all of that shit and then just give up because Trump's not there. I just don't know what type of a turn.
They'll move on to something. And they'll move on to something and I'm not allowed to say what it is on YouTube.
Okay. Well, I don't know what it is, but I don't know. Probably fucking being gay about something else. Like, these people are fucking retards, is all it is. I mean, I don't know if you can tell, but I'm kind of done with all the people. I don't like them anymore. Every single one of them's a fucking asshole. And, you know what? Good. I hope the whole fucking prison planet just happens and then we all, I hope the military just starts running us all over with tanks and, shooting us with weird vaccines in our buttholes and everything like that. Good. Fuck all of you people. I'm glad it's happening. We just all go down together in a fiery blaze as, the aliens come and rape us and, they make us eat our poop and stuff like that. I don't even give a shit. Because if it's happening to me, at least I know it's happening to all these other pieces of shit.
Bryden with an uplifting and positive message for the new year.
Yeah, fuck all you people. How's that? Fuck all of you fucking retards. Oh, my goddamn nerves. I'm sick of it. Bunch of fucking losers, man.
Speaking of nerds and losers, how about that Nashville bombing?
Yeah, what the fuck?
Now that's fucking weird.
Yeah, what else has gone on with that? Because I know that they said that they had a person of interest, and then this Anthony Quinn Warner, which I don't know, Warner.
Well, number one, I don't fucking trust anything the FBI says. But number two, when you look at this, the guy had to have been on the inside and know what he was doing, because he targeted a specific facility that caused like a massive telecommunications blackout in not just Nashville but the surrounding area. And he did it in a way that didn't hurt anyone. Like, the weirdest fucking thing was like a half hour before the bomb went off, there was that message going, "Oh, there's a bomb in this area. If you don't want to die, evacuate immediately."
Right. But did we ever find out if that countdown completed or not? Because if it completed and then it happened, so then it's like it was a warning. But if it was like it didn't complete and it blew up, maybe that was like bait to get people outside and it didn't work. Like, all of it's so hazy.
All I ever saw was the surveillance video where you can hear the warning, and then the bomb goes off. It doesn't sound like it was counting down.
Right, but they said there was a countdown. They said there was a 15-minute countdown. So yeah, but I don't know. I mean, I haven't seen any videos of that, but you would assume that there would be. But let's see. NBC4 in Nashville says FBI agents investigating if 5G paranoia was behind Nashville bombing. So I've seen that theory floating around. If like maybe he was one of these like, doesn't like 5G thing. But I don't think we're ever gonna fucking know any damn thing about it. Doesn't make any sense.
Yeah, I mean, if the FBI was already on the scene, they already destroyed all the relevant evidence.
Yeah, I mean,
if they arrest anyone, it's going to be some patsy.
Let's see.
Or it'll be someone they fucking put up to it through a network, their network of informants.
Well, they're not gonna arrest anybody because they're saying that the remains found on the scene is actually that guy.
Oh,
so we'll never know anything about this. We'll never know a damn thing.
Oh, so it's gonna end up like the Las Vegas shooting. Remember that? The most the deadliest mass shooting event in American history. It's just been totally fucking forgotten.
Yeah. What are you talking about? That guy, he was just really wanted to, to do it, and that's what happened. Yeah, we're not
engaged. He wasn't a point man for an arms deal with the Saudis or anything.
Could be. I mean, it's just as fucking makes as much sense as anything else. But yeah, we're not going to know dick all about this. It's just going to go down as one of those weird things. So, well,
the question I have is like, if all this telecommunications shit can be taken out by one bomb at one place in one city, is it really a good idea to have 5G, or not even just 5G, just the way why do you need fucking digital? Like, this bomb took out 911 systems. Why do you need fucking 5G to run 911 systems? That's kind of important.
Well, I don't think that it had anything to do with the 5G thing. I think it was just like that's just an AT&T place where they had a bunch of stuff going on. I don't think it had anything to do with 5G. They just think that maybe the guy was paranoid about the 5G stuff, so maybe that's why he targeted AT&T.
So yeah, which gets me to thinking about that, a man who has all of our best interests at heart, Klaus Schwab of the World Economic Forum, and the cyber pandemic he predicted over the summer. Gosh,
I don't know. I'm not gonna crawl up my ass on this one. I mean, I don't think it's anything like that. I do think that the odds of it just being some weird bullshit are just as likely as it being some fucking, psyop shit. Because, man, there's crazy motherfuckers. There are just crazy motherfucking people. So not every single thing that happens necessarily is some big op. Because, man, we just locked all the schizophrenics in their fucking homes and fed them nothing but fear for an entire year. So, yeah, if it manifests itself in that way, that also wouldn't fucking surprise me. But I know nothing about this. Yeah. We're never going to get the info on it.
Yeah. Thinking about that, you definitely have a point there. I imagine that paraphilias have gone way up in the past year.
What's that? Parachutes?
No, paraphilias, like weird sexual fetishes and psychopathy and stuff like that. There are way more furries now than there were at the beginning of 2020. I can tell you that much.
Probably, yeah. You lock people in a room with a computer, and they'll jack off to anything eventually.
Oh yeah, yeah. I don't know if you ever saw this. Maybe you did. This was years ago. There was a Reddit thread posted by a guy who hadn't left his room in like 10 years. And the guy was talking like all the weird sexual shit he was into. I think I'm bisexual. I've masturbated with a hairbrush. And, that occurred after 10 years of him voluntarily being in his room for, a decade. There are plenty of people who are already on the edge who were forced into solitary confinement by our benevolent government that would never harm us in any way. There are a lot of time bombs out there in society, a lot of ticking human time bombs, and the fuses have been lit.
Oh, dude, what if the vaccine is a chip that they can make you explode?
Ooh, smart thinking.
Or it just gives you diarrhea.
Yeah, it'll be like the chip everyone gets in Deus Ex: Human Revolution, where they just flip a switch and everyone turns into fucking zombies.
Yeah, and you just fucking walk around just pooping just for the rest of your life.
Stop running so I can catch you. Poop, 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 poop.
I don't know, man. I don't think it's ever gonna fucking end. I mean, a year from now, I keep wondering. I keep fucking wondering. When are just the average goddamn people gonna be like, hey, I've been wearing a mask for 3 years now, and I never got sick. How long are they gonna be able to do this?
Well, Bryden, here's my counterpoint. No, has there been anyone in significant numbers in recent memory who has thought to themselves, hey, 9/11 was 20 years ago. Why am I still taking my shoes off at the airport?
Yeah, I do. All the time. I'm more concerned about them taking naked pictures of me. But again, I mean, if they want to see my penis, they can, all they have to do is ask. So.
Yeah, you do. I'm talking like significant enough people that, it would be stopped. The closest that we came to that was about 10 years ago when there was the don't touch my junk guy, but that didn't go anywhere.
Yeah, but you also got to think, I mean, people do fly a lot, but people definitely go to the grocery store more. So you would think that more people would start to become upset with it. But yeah, this just might be the way that things are now. And that makes me just say, fuck it. I'm just not going outside anymore. I quit. I'm fat and old and sick anyway, it's might as well just fucking drink myself to death.
You're sick now?
Yeah, I think. I got, I got stomach stuff, so I assume that'll just get worse.
Got mono? Got AIDS?
Yeah, I don't know. I got diarrhea.
Ooh.
Yeah, sucks. It's from all the drinking, but, even the drinking's not that fun anymore. I've run out of shit to drink. I've had all of it. Like, what the fuck am I supposed to drink? There's nothing new. They don't make it. The last new alcohol innovation there was White Claw. Those are okay.
Yeah, I mean, at this point, you'd probably have to, start drinking shitty Eastern European domestic beers to have anything new to drink.
But all that shit tastes the fucking same anyway.
Oh, yeah, it does. Eastern European domestic beer is almost always garbage.
Yeah, because they're all just like Pilsners and shit. So it's just like, oh, it's Budweiser in a different fucking can.
There's a decent one here. There's like Sarajevo Lemon, which is, I guess, kind of like the Balkan version of White Claw. It's not bad, but that's really the only innovation I can think of.
Well, I think one thing that they're doing now, which is just shows they've really run out of ideas, is they're starting to do pre-mixed cocktail, name brand liquor companies are doing pre-mixed cocktails in cans. Like there's a Tanqueray gin and tonic in a can, which kind of takes all the fun out of it, because it's what imagine if it's like a bunch of guys in suits standing around the office, and instead of opening a liquor cabinet and mixing a drink, they just pop a can of gin and tonic. It's not nearly as cool.
Yeah, I mean, I've been seeing those for a couple years ago. A couple years ago in Budapest, you could get like Jack Daniel's whiskey and Coke in a can.
Yeah, I mean, which I guess is good for camping. I guess like that makes sense. But outside of that, it's stupid.
It was good for me on that particular night because I didn't feel like mixing anything up. But yeah, it's kind of lame.
Yeah, and like what? Now I gotta pop a can of Jack and Coke and then pour Jack Daniels and Coke into it because it's not strong enough. That's just dumb. I don't know. Everything in the world, they're taking everything in the world away, and that's fine. I don't care. I don't have to live here that much longer anyway. I'm gonna shit my insides out.
You're gonna die like what's his face, Arius?
I don't know who that is.
He was a famous Christian heretic of the late Roman Empire who died by literally shitting himself to death while he was under arrest for heresy. And his followers claimed that his miraculous death by diarrhea was proof that he was a saint.
I think it was dysentery, but whatever they want.
They don't think it was dysentery just because he was in perfect health and it just happened out of nowhere.
Yeah, but that kind of used to happen, though. I mean, like back in those days, if you got diarrhea, it was like you were kind of done for, It was like
diarrhea was a killer.
It was.
That's a fact. That's a historical fact.
Yeah, I mean, it was kind of a big deal, and then now it'll happen. You're like, oh, that was good fucking fast food that I had with my beers all night. So, it's rough. I think it's funny when like all these nerds go on about like, my ancestors, this and that. And it's like, oh, really? Because I think that they probably died of diarrhea after drinking filthy fucking water out of a stream. I think that they were fucking stupid, is what I think.
Well, this is the part where beer came from, because beer was safe to drink because, the brewing process killed all the bacteria.
Man, people were probably drunk a lot.
Oh yeah, they were drunk all the time.
It's like Wisconsin now.
They were drunk, and in some particular historical epochs, they were on drugs. Like, I don't know if I think the U.S. military may have done this in limited capacities, but both the German and Soviet militaries during World War II issued chocolate to their soldiers that was laced with amphetamines.
Well, I guess it keeps you awake.
Oh yeah, so when you look at something like the Battle of Stalingrad and you wonder like how the hell did the people who fought in that how did they survive? How did they cope with it? The answer is simple. They were on speed the entire time.
Yeah. That yeah, I mean, I don't know. I'm sure they why aren't we giving our soldiers meth now? I'll bet we do in some capacity.
Well, that would actually be a good idea.
Yeah, make it a little more pleasant while they're over there fighting for no fucking reason.
Just give them chocolate meth bars,
Yeah.
You'd have to up their toothpaste quotient to make sure they don't lose their teeth, but it will work out.
They don't need those teeth. They're gonna, they're just gonna get blown up by some, IED or whatever anyway. So it's oh God. Oh, dude, I wonder what war we're going to get into in 2021. Holy cow, that's right. That's going to happen.
Well, Syria is pretty much a given.
Yeah. Yeah.
Syria, let's see, there's Belarus perhaps. Hungary, Poland, if they want to go that far.
Oh, man. I mean, Iran's been on the table for a long time, so might as well just fucking knock that out.
I don't think
way.
It'll be Iran. For some reason, that wing of our government really wants to appease Iran. Like, they're always talking about we had the Iran nuclear deal. We need to go back to that. Okay, they want to bomb everyone but Iran.
Yeah, I guess that's true. I don't know. I don't understand what any of these fucking assholes are thinking. And I'm glad I can't because I don't know what Goldfish think either. So, he's
okay, you don't even know what Goldfish think. Even Goldfish themselves don't know what they think. They forget 5 seconds later.
That's a myth. That's a
It's
myth.
a myth?
Yeah, that's a myth. You can actually train goldfish to do tricks.
I didn't know that.
Look it up on YouTube. Yeah.
Goldfish tricks.
Yeah. Let's see. Scientists have proven that goldfish memory spans are nowhere near as short as 3 seconds. Your goldfish can actually remember things for at least 5 months.
It's not great, but it's better than I would have expected.
Well, I don't think they live that long anyway. How long do goldfish live? Hey, it's another episode of the Google Shit podcast. Damn, goldfish can live for 10 to 15 years?
Yeah, I was gonna say.
Huh, fuck. That's crazy. What a miserable life. You just sit in a bowl for 15 fucking years. Well, what are we doing, you know?
I don't know. I mean, it sounds like a pretty good life. You get to sit around and do nothing all day. You know, you're fed. Your shit is cleaned up for you.
Yeah. The oldest goldfish ever lived was 43.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, I'm sure the goldfish they think their lives are just wonderful. They are absurdists, as we should all be.
I don't think that they have that much depth, but I think that they'll probably remember if you're mean to them for 5 months at least.
No, we should all strive to be absurdists. We should all strive to be like the goldfish.
Yeah, we should all strive to fucking
the noble goldfish.
Shit ourselves to death, and I don't know. We could be like, what's that broad? The Mia Khalifa thing. Did you see her? Did you see the Mia Khalifa shit where she picked up her dog shit with a mask and put it back on?
Oh yeah. What? I mean, yeah. You know, I saw it and I was shocked and I forgot about it and now you reminded me.
Yeah, man, that's a rough one. One.
It makes it. I guess we know what she was doing. You know, when she was working as an escort, allegedly.
It's just that's a rough one, dude. Not only was she wearing a mask outside near nobody, but she used her fucking mask to pick up the dog shit, throw it away, and then put the fucking mask back on. I think that's an appropriate time. Like, one, you're an idiot for not having a bag, right? You're walking a dog. You should carry the bag with you, right? But let's say you forgot it. Okay. You got to just leave it there. Come back maybe if you want, but you can't do that. And that's still not the most disgusting thing that she's ever done.
Oh, I'm sure. Yeah. I mean, I think we've talked about on the show about like her bullshit campaign against her former porn producers and how she was lying about that.
Yeah. Yeah, she's a piece of shit, man.
Well, I think the central claim of like, oh, I feel exploited. They exploited me. All this stuff. I don't want to be known as a porn. There was that famous incident where she was interviewed on a sports show and like the DJ introduced her as like a porn star into sports and like she got super pissed off at the guy. Well, like if you want to distance yourself from your fucking porn past, why are you still using your porn name?
Because it's what makes her money, has her verified on Twitter, and then now she needs to tell everybody else how to live their lives as she walks around huffing dog shit. God.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, she's like a less successful Sasha Grey. Sasha Grey at least parlayed the porn shit into an actual like career. All Mia Khalifa does is whine online.
Yeah, I mean, she's like 24, something like that. So she's basically a fucking kid.
She's closer to like 20, 30 or something.
I don't know. I thought she was younger than that, but man, she's a fucking mess.
No, she's 27.
Oh, okay. Well, then, yeah, I don't know. Oh, God, what a mess. What an absolute fucking mess. There's just nothing good. There's just nothing good. Go to Drudge. Go to Drudge Report. He's a fucking asshole. Oh, I didn't think of it this way, but I guess that Nashville thing, I guess it technically was a suicide bomb. So, yeah.
Allah Akbar!
Yeah. Except I guess his was more like, I hate 5G. And yeah, dude. Oh man. Ah, there's nothing good, dude. There's nothing good. Oh, fucking this. God damn it. Rapid fire and just shit that I hate. Netflix editing Final Destination.
Oh, right. Yeah, you showed me that.
Yeah, they just edit out this thing where the guy's like, who ends up dying of hanging and is, when the Final Destination ghost gets him. But he points at the guy and like hangs, and they for whatever reason decided to edit that out because it's like a thread of some. I don't know what their meaning behind it was, but I'm not sure if they realize it's a horror movie. I don't know how that's the worst part of it, and not why not just get rid of the entire fucking thing then?
Well, there's a certain class of people who think any depiction of suicide has to be accompanied with a trigger warning, so that's probably why they did it.
So just don't watch the movie. It's already rated R.
Yeah, but then you're right that this is a really bizarre edit because Netflix has been caught doing this before. I mean, there was a case over the past summer where they just started dropping episodes or entire movies that were deemed to be racist or whatever. There was the case of there was the case of the Bill Nye the Science Guy, the episode where he talks about biological sex. That was edited to appease the trannies. But this is weird.
It just doesn't make any sense. I guess they haven't even said anything about why. People are just like, hey, wait a second. What the fuck? Yeah. It just doesn't make any sense. And I part of me is like, somebody's playing a prank on me personally and just trying to fuck with me personally. And until I eventually just write a letter to my congressman and I'm like, you fucking with me, dude? Come on. There's no way that this is just the way that the world is now. And then he'll write back and be like, you did it, Bryden. You won my chocolate factory. And, and then I get in the elevator and we fly away.
Yeah. That's basically, it feels sometimes like we've slipped into an alternate reality where everything is fucking stupid.
It's like I can't find many historical parallels to it of just how fucking bizarre and dumb everything has gotten. Because I'm not a smart guy, right? I'm not a fucking smart guy. And yet I look around me and I just see people huffing shit. I see porn stars walking down the street huffing shit and weird shit edited out of horror movies and whatever the fuck Cuties and Big Mouth is. And I'm like, it's got to be a joke. I'm in a coma. That's what it has to be.
It's like Jacob's Ladder. The entire everything you've experienced, Brian, is just your hallucination as you die slowly.
That might be it. I mean, that would at least have...
You got bludgeoned in the head circa 2014, and everything since then has been a hallucination.
I mean, at least then there'd be a fucking light at the end of the tunnel. It'd have something to look forward to other than man, I wonder what things gonna be like in 10 fucking years. Because I'll bet in 10 fucking years it's just worse. It's just worse. And nobody will have healthcare still. And it's going to be just terrible.
The plot twist here, Brian, is that there is a light at the end of the tunnel, but the light is coming from the flames of hell.
Could be. I don't know what's going on. I can't. It doesn't make any sense. The only thing I can look forward to is I wonder how often they're going to have Biden come out and speak, and it probably won't be very often.
He's looking increasingly like he won't even make it for the first 6 months.
Yeah, I think that they'll use that.
He might not even make it for the first 6 weeks.
Well, yeah, because I mean, they might they might just do that House thing, where they can remove the president or whatever, because they clearly just want Kamala, and that'll be pretty funny. Because I like the idea that the first female president was somebody nobody fucking voted for. I love that. That's something to look forward to. That's hilarious.
Yes. Gerald Ford movie. Oh, speaking of hilarious, did you know that she has apparently celebrated Kwanzaa for generations?
I don't.
She was celebrating Kwanzaa when she was living with her Indian mother in Montreal in the 1970s.
Yeah, I don't.
For generations, even though she was born 2 years before Kwanzaa was invented.
Yeah, I don't fucking believe that at all. What a fucking lying bitch. Golly, dude, that's retarded. When did she say that? That's fucking great.
She said it yesterday, the first day of Kwanzaa. We're recording this on a Sunday for those of you, referencing it. I think at this point, like she's not even attempting to like be convincing. She's doing it to fucking humiliate us. She's fucking laughing at us.
Oh, that laugh. That's a rough laugh, that one. That is
She's just saying this bullshit because she can get away with it and no one calls her on it.
Yeah, every year our family and our extended family, we would gather around across multiple generations and we'd tell stories. We'd light the candles and, of course, afterwards have a beautiful meal. Well, on Christmas, maybe. I don't know about the whole candle. I mean, scented candles, maybe. I mean, you're a fucking liar. It's just so...
Well, I mean, her husband is Jewish, so maybe she was lighting those candles, but, like, I could buy that.
Oh, god damn, dude. I mean, we were talking about this, like, months ago, and I'm surprised it hasn't been a bigger deal. During the summer, we were talking about, like, I'll bet Kwanzaa is a big fucking deal this year. But, I mean, I guess yesterday was the first day. We have, the rest of the week to see if it's a huge fucking deal or not. But I think everybody is just burnt the fuck out.
Yeah. Did you get any Kwanzaa education when you were a kid, Bryden? Because like when I was going to public school, I was around sixth grade. My social studies teacher, we learned about the three major holidays of December. The interfaith holidays. There's Christmas, there's Hanukkah, and then there's Kwanzaa. So I grew up thinking that Kwanzaa was a big deal, among Black Americans. Because I didn't, I had Black friends. I knew Black people, I had Black friends, etc. But like I didn't know. About all this stuff. And then I became an adult and I realized Kwanzaa is celebrated by like 5 fucking people.
Yeah.
And the guy who invented it is a felon.
Well, I mean, he's a Black guy. That's the only thing I learned about Kwanzaa was like shit that was on Nickelodeon, really. It was like it was brushed upon.
They made us read a whole fucking book about Kwanzaa, like a novel for kids.
Wow. Yeah, I mean, I've never known anybody who celebrated Kwanzaa. Like, and it seems racist to ask. Like, you can't just go up to Black people and be like, "Hey, happy Kwanzaa." They're like, "Fuck you, man! I celebrate Christmas."
Yeah. By the way, if you go to the Wikipedia page of Maulana Karenga, the guy who invented Kwanzaa, there's a picture of him celebrating Kwanzaa at the Rochester Institute of Technology with like this was a few years ago, and there's a couple of white people in the picture, and they look so uncomfortable.
Let me see. Oh man.
Let me send it to you. It's so fucking hilarious. They got like this one white bitch up front with wearing a headscarf, and she just looks so nervous. And there's like a white guy behind her.
yeah, I'm looking at it. Yeah. Why is she dressed like she's Amish? What the fuck is going on? She just get done churning butter? What the fuck?
And the black and the white guy behind her is like asking how the hell he how did I end up pledging the Black fraternity at NYU?
Oh man, yeah, no, that's a mess. I don't know. I mean, there's nothing wrong with if you want to, I guess, just eat some meals and shit like that. But
Have fun with it. Yeah, it's like the discussion we had with Juneteenth. If you have Juneteenth barbecue, yeah, have fun with that. Enjoy it. It's a free country, though not for long.
Yeah, but don't act like it's don't act like it's something that we're all supposed to be familiar with. Because yeah, I don't know. The whole thing is a fucking mess. It's absolutely retarded. Like, the guy who made Kwanzaa is still fucking alive. All right. Like, Jesus and Moses, they're long gone. Just doesn't make any fucking sense. None of it makes any sense. It seems like so long ago. It was like, oh my God, Kobe Bryant died. Lucky son of a bitch.
Wait, Kobe Bryant died?
Yeah, earlier this year.
Oh, right.
Yeah, the helicopter crash.
It has been a long time.
Yeah, that was like March, probably, right? No, it was like February, something like that. Yeah. And, God damn. What a fucking... no, January. Yeah, January 26th of this year, Kobe Bryant died in that helicopter crash. And it was like, oh, shit, man. That's sudden. I didn't really particularly care one way or the other about Kobe Bryant, but still didn't expect the guy to die,
That bitch set him up. But aside from that, I don't really care about Kobe Bryant.
Yeah. I thought you were talking about it, like his wife with the helicopter crash. I'm like, well, I haven't heard that theory.
Well, I'm not ruling that out either.
Man, the guy was 41 years old. Fuck me, man. There's just, I don't know. I mean, maybe we'll get lucky, and next year, like, all the major websites will get shut the fuck down for some reason. Like, Twitter just goes under, would be nice. Get rid of Facebook so that the boomers can stop posting about fucking Q.
Pandemic.
I'm not buying that. That doesn't happen. That would be too good. I mean, that would just be something that's too good. That would be something good to fucking happen.
Yeah. We can all finally live the Fallout fantasy. War never changes.
My penis never gets hard. I don't fucking know, man. Who gives a shit anymore? It's like fucking, maybe they'll fix Cyberpunk 2077 by this time next year. I don't fucking know.
Well, they better fix it. They're not getting sued over it.
Yeah, it seems like it's going to be an issue for them. I mean, fuck.
I haven't followed Cyberpunk 2077 too closely, but for some reason, like all the trannies are happy over this because they claim the game is anti-trans or something.
I don't see how. That doesn't make much sense to me. They have tranny characters in it. I mean, I don't know. Maybe they don't have enough tranny characters in it or something.
My best guess as to what happened here is like, and I can't claim credit for this. Someone on Twitter said it. I can't apologize for not being able to credit you. But basically, the developer of Cyberpunk 2077 is based in Poland, so they decide to shitlib the game up, to appeal to the shitlib audience. But because they're Poles and they don't speak English that well, they went to the most outlandish stereotypes you could think of.
All right.
So if you've played Thief Simulator and Drug Dealer Simulator, those are from another Polish game developer. Those are kind of along the same track in terms of how like cartoonish they are in terms of how they depict America.
So, I mean, I haven't played it. No, I don't know. It's what did they expect? What did they fucking expect the trannies to do? They're not strong leads or what the fuck ever. I mean, you can already have your character be a tranny. I don't. What do you expect? Listen,
there's probably a tranny serial killer or something that they don't like that.
It's like just God, fucking. We got to get Twitter. Just has got to go. Cyber pandemic, please. Can it just fucking get rid of Twitter? Would be nice. Just no more people on Twitter.
It would be nice to see social media go, and we all have to go back to writing blogs and having mailing lists. The good old days.
No more fucking internet. It's gone. It's done. No more internet. Everybody has to learn to whittle. You can get a stick and you can whittle it into a pony.
Okay, Bryden, I'll look forward to harassing you with letters in the mail delivered by the United States Postal Service.
Well, it'll get here in 5 or 6 years, so it'll be a little delayed.
Oh, you'll have plenty of I'll have plenty of reading material for you by the time it gets there.
I mean, I wonder if the Postal Service will be done by next year. What's going on with that?
No, it's not. It's been deified, remember? The Postal Service are our heroes now. Yeah. Heroes of democracy.
Yeah. I forgot. Is there anybody we haven't called a fucking hero this year? Is anybody not a fucking hero this year?
Gamers, I guess.
Yeah. God.
But yeah, postal work. Mailmen are heroes. Fucking nurses are heroes, of course. Journalists are heroes, and they're so exhausted from all the abuse they put up in this era of darkness.
Yeah. Meanwhile, they get on Twitter and harass the shit out of just average people, and they're like, "Oh, what? Why don't people like me?" Everyone's such a fucking faggot.
Breaking news. A report on this mild-mannered housewife from Akron, Ohio. By day, she bakes bread. By night, she's one of the most notorious Trump trolls. Oh my God, why am I getting death threats?
Oh, jeez. I mean, you shouldn't send people death threats or anything, but it's like, just because somebody calls you gay. Yeah.
Faggots.
Like, I'm being harassed. Someone called me gay on Twitter. Like, it's...
Plus, you have to consider, these people consider any kind of insult directed at them a death threat, even if there's no implication of death.
Yeah.
If you call them a faggot, they interpret that as a death threat.
Yeah, it's true. Or at least they just lie about it. I mean... Golly, man, it's all painful. I mean, maybe we'll get to see the death of streaming this coming year. That'll be a good one, huh?
No, that's been forestalled because that bill was not signed into law.
Yeah, it's good, but I don't trust it. I mean, basically, I don't think the world will stop until I have to just sit in a chair and
read books.
No, I'll never do that. But, eat hard-boiled eggs or something like that. I don't know.
Yeah. And funny, I was going to bring this up when we were talking about Netflix and Final Examination or whatever it was, Final Destination. In addition to that anti-streaming bill, there was also the bill that would establish that horrible copyright tribunal and, punish people for violating copyright with up to $30,000. I think they're doing that now because with, like I said, Netflix on all these services editing or removing certain types of movies and episodes of TV shows for being racist. They're going to do this to try and get all that shit off the internet. Because right now, if you want an unexpurgated version of basically whatever any show you want, anything that may have broached racial issues in an unsensitive, un-PC way. You either have to own a physical copy or, pirated it. And they're going to get rid of the piracy, through something like this. And eventually you're not going to be able to get physical copies anymore because they're not making those anymore. So everyone will buy those up. So yeah, it's a way to completely clear up it's a way to completely fuck us again.
Yeah, it's interesting. Yeah, I never really thought about it like that. Yeah, it's a shame because it's I really like the episode of It's Always Sunny in Philadelphia with blackface in it, and you can't have that anymore.
Yeah, it's in terms of the profits, these companies are richer than God. Like piracy is not hurting their fucking profits. They could have made that argument maybe 10, 20 years ago before, streaming services were available, but they're fine. Okay. The main reason they want to do this now, I think, is just to get that stuff, make it difficult, if not impossible, to access that stuff so that they can change so that they can, they can fuck us.
That's just so weird. I mean, none of it's that fucking important to me, honestly. It's just it's just a weird fucking... There's nothing good. There is nothing good. Everything is shit, and it will continue to be shit forever. I was nice while it lasted, the whole civilization and things. I mean, it was pretty cool. Making prank calls to C-SPAN back in 2008. That was fun. And then, I don't know. Now there's just no more fun to be had. And, oh well.
This is my message for the new year, if there is one. You should embrace the philosophy of absurdism, like I did long ago.
No, I think embracing anything at all kind of makes you a dork.
I mean, you fucking embraced nihilism, and you were all on Nietzsche for a while. I think absurdism would appeal to you.
No, nothing appeals to me.
I mean, you read the Denial of Death recently.
Yeah,
you might find, like I said, Camus' The Myth of Sisyphus interesting.
Yeah, I'm going through The Worm at the Core right now. It's Sheldon Solomon and there's two other guys. It's pretty neat. And hey, nothing will bum you out and make you feel more powerless than that. Just like, oh shit, okay. Turns out we're pieces of shit.
Well, the myth of Sisyphus will make you feel powerless, and then you'll learn to draw power from your powerlessness, if that makes any sense.
Wrong. I will learn to draw penises on your face when you go out to sleep.
But yeah, that's your homework, listeners. If you haven't already read it, go read the Myth of Sisyphus by Albert Camus.
Here's your homework, listeners. Try to take a picture of your butthole and send it to Matt on Twitter. I think you should do that. Just be like, whoa, absurd, right? Look at how absurd my poopy butthole is. And then just send it to Matt. Find him on Instagram. Go to his email is up on the website. So just start sending him pictures of your butthole just every day.
No, I'll just delete them, but sure.
You can delete them all you want, man. They're going to keep on coming. You're just going to get nothing but pictures of rotten, hairy man ass, dude. Just puckering a video of it, just puckering up and blinking at you, I think it's a good thing.
This reminds me years ago when I was trolling some feminists and they were upset over an article I wrote years ago, and I said if you want to email me but only send nudes, and some lady sent an email that was marked nudes, and I opened it up and it was just a page long of how she wanted to kill me because I was an awful person. I didn't think there was actually going to be nudes in there. There were no attachments, but it was funny.
I mean, if she was actually funny, what she could have done is she could have been like a turd or something like that. I mean, just something. I mean, if you can do it.
She was way too angry for that.
Yeah, but I mean, think of that. I mean, I wonder. Here, let's see if we can put that in that omnibus spending bill. Let's see if we, we can get studies done on if you could tell somebody's mood by their butthole.
I've just popped up on my email and I found that old email that's hilarious because it was written in all caps too. It's so fucking funny.
What a winner. I mean, does an angry butthole look different than a happy butthole? Or do you think they're the same?
I figure an angry butthole would be, inflamed, hemorrhoids, maybe a bit of prolapse.
Well, not all the time. I mean, I'm just thinking if you're angry, I would think your butthole might tighten up. You tense up, right? Because you tense up if you're angry. So maybe I don't know. We're gonna need a few million.
But what is the source of your anger? If it's not related to the butthole, then yeah, I can see that. But if your anger is because your hemorrhoids are flaring up, you got a bit of a prolapse going on, you wipe too much, now it's rubbed red raw, then it would show in the butthole.
Yeah. But that's not the science studies. That's not the science studies that I'm wanting to do, is that I need these millions of dollars for. I'll bet you could trick the government into giving you money for that.
the
out.
British government funded a study that asked the question: are Italians white?
Well, I mean, shit. Somebody's got to figure that out. So I think that that makes sense to put money into that because I would like to know. I mean, I think the answer is no, unless they're trying to like get POC credit on the internet, and then they are white.
Well, there was some liberal, unfunny comedian who was calling herself a woman of color, even though she was just Italian a year ago. So yeah, I can see that.
God damn. Hey, at least comedy's dead, right? At least that's not a thing we're going to have to worry about ever again. You're never going to have to laugh again, so you won't have laugh lines. Maybe your collective skin will be better. We have less wrinkles.
Laugh lines make the world go around. No, and by the way, actually, now that I think about it, we won't have laugh lines. We'll just have frown lines.
Yeah.
We'll all be pissed.
Well, no, not after the vaccine paralyzes half your face. Then you won't be able to frown. So that's nice.
Well, that might give other people laughter. If half the population is walking around with Bell's palsy.
Yeah, I can't believe they're kind of downplaying that one. They're like, oh, yeah, and you just might get a touch of the Bell's palsy. Like, hold on. Kind of.
You'll go around looking like retarded Sylvester Stallone for the rest of your life.
Yeah, just. I'm wondering how they're gonna make everybody take it, because they're definitely eventually gonna make everybody take it, and I'll bet it's by saying like you can't have a job unless you have this.
I think the LA Equal Opportunities Board or whatever it was already said that employers can make their employees take the vaccine.
Of course they did. That's great. That's fucking incredible. I don't have to they don't ask you if you have all of your fucking other vaccinations and shit from when you were a kid. They don't ask you that for employment. But hey, let's just make an exception for this fucking fake piece of shit. Yeah, all right.
They don't ask you about the polio vaccine, even though that's kind of important. But this,
Yeah. It's just everything's just such a stupid piece of shit. It doesn't make any sense.
Well, I mean, at this rate, we can look forward to, I guess, civilization collapsing. So, I mean, that's not really a win, but it's something.
Ugh, great. Now I get to starve to death. Cool. That's great.
You won't starve to death. You are uniquely equipped for survival in the New World Order.
No. I don't even know what kind of an insult that was supposed to be.
You're funny. You could be a court jester for some warlord.
Yeah, I'll just have to shove rebar up my fucking ass for the entertainment of Jeff Bezos. Yay! Just throws fucking Reese's Pieces on the floor at me. Fucking cool, man. God. I don't know. There's just not much to look forward to. I mean, it's just going to be stressful and dumb, and everything's going to become more and more expensive as wages go down and down and down. And I don't know. And then we get to eat cricket rations or what the fuck ever, and it's like people are still going to be going, hey guys, look at the bright side. And that's going to be horrible. It's going to be horrible.
Hey, look at the bright side. We're all living in pod apartments, and it saves money.
Right.
We're saving the environment.
Yeah, that'll be it. We have to do this to save the environment. Meanwhile, China's just over there like, that was about the dumbest group of fucking people I've ever fucking met. Oh, God.
Hey, you may have to work 18-hour days at your gig economy gig just so you can afford the rent on your capsule apartment. But look at it this way. You're never bored.
Yeah. Yup. Oh my God. How many? There'll be about 1 billion new fucking podcasts. I'm waiting for my mom to start a fucking podcast at this point. That's annoying as shit. There's nothing.
There's going to be
good.
1 million new podcasts and there's going to be 1 million new gig economy apps. Like
Yeah.
say, after the police are abolished, we'll have Law Buddy, the Law Buddy app.
Well, I would definitely sign up for that. I get to be a renegade police officer.
No. It'll be focused around therapy. You see, because all the abolished the police people want to replace policing with psychology. So basically, anytime if your neighbor is beating his wife, you can get on the Law Buddy app and have a trained therapist come over and talk him through his problems.
Why do people go? That's one thing I'll give Biden credit for. He was just like, we're not doing that shit, Jack. It's fucking retarded. So that's good at least. At least I know the police probably aren't going anywhere.
Oh yeah, since we already have OnlyFans, we're going to upgrade to the Fucker app.
Yeah, I was kind of wondering when OnlyFans is going to branch out into just prostitution. I mean, just blatant.
Get paid to work on your own hours and do something you want to do anyway. Fucker, because sex work is work.
Oh, man. And through all this, nobody will have fucking healthcare. Nobody. So, but you'll have to pay that individual mandate. That's coming back. Boy, we had a few years of that not having to be a thing. But now if you don't want to have health insurance, you're going to get a fucking fine for it. And you're going to pay out the ass for something that is totally fucking useless. It'll be great. Can't wait.
Speak for yourself. Speak for yourself. I haven't had to pay that even before they got rid of the individual mandate.
Well, I don't know. You also have to live in shitty countries that nobody's heard of that are inhabited with vampires.
Yeah, but the thing is, there's no vaccine here, and there probably never will be.
There's no Tylenol there. I mean, God, man.
Pluses and minuses, Bryden.
No, there's no pluses anymore. The only pluses is going to be like, congratulations. Actually, we mixed up the needles. That wasn't the vaccine. It was AIDS. Oh, cool. AIDS. I can't wait.
Well, you shared that story with me about super gonorrhea.
Yeah. What the fuck?
Now I can say from a health perspective that this was totally predictable.
Why is that?
Because antibiotics are being massively overused. Like actual doctors, have actual credentials, i.e., not Dr. Fauci, have been warning about this for decades. That the overuse of antibiotics is leading to the creation of super bacteria that are immune to them. That's how antibiotics work. It's a substance that kills bacteria, but it doesn't kill all of them. There's always going to be a small percentage of bacteria that are immune to it. And if you keep killing off waves and waves of bacteria, eventually you'll breed bacteria that are just immune to it. And in the third world, I like to think people in the third world are somewhat responsible with their antibiotic use. Third world doctors will prescribe that shit for a fucking headache. So yeah, this was a long time coming. We're gonna have super gonorrhea, super chlamydia. We're gonna have super AIDS.
Well, I wouldn't really worry too much about a lot of those things. I don't think anybody's having any sex ever again either.
Well, they'll find a way to deliver it to you.
Yeah, it's in the vaccine. I like to think of they'll do the vaccine like they do one of these spending bills, and they'll just shove a bunch of other shit into it and be like, no, it's good. We're gonna vaccinate you for all this other stuff while we're at it. Like, for instance, opinions. We'll just get rid of those for you. Nothing you got to worry about. God. There's just... I don't know. I don't know what I'm supposed... It's... You remember 15 days? They told us 15 fucking days. It's before we know it, it's going to be like, damn, it's been a year. March is right around the fucking corner, and it's going to have been a year.
15 days to stop the spread. Don't forget on Inauguration Day, wear a mask for 100 days to stop the spread, which I'm pretty sure is going to be sometime between now and then, it's going to be turned into lockdown for 100 days to stop the spread.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah. Well, the good news is that nobody's listening to that shit anymore. So, I mean, unless you're in a big city, in which case you're fucked.
Yeah. I mean, you still get the fucking dumb, like, tattletale, just loser fucking people out there. And they're like, if you live in any Democrat-run place, like, man, if you got Gretchen Whitmer on your ass, like, that woman eats people, man. She eats people. I swear to God, wasn't she in Death Becomes Her?
She grills fucking babies for breakfast.
She's some type of a witch, dude. She is some devil witch, and it is just terrible.
I'm pretty sure in rural Michigan they aren't listening to her. I mean, Beckloff, friend of the show, Beckloff mentioned, he's been doing streams about this. Pennsylvania is under some kind of lockdown right now, but like nobody in his area is obeying it. All the businesses are open, all the restaurants are open. The chains are closed. The chain restaurants are closed. But the mom and pop restaurants, they're all open. They're all doing brisk business. Nobody's wearing a mask. It's all good.
Huh. Well, that sounds nice. Yeah, over here it really depends. Certain lobbies are closed, certain ones are open. All the businesses are open, but everybody's wearing this fucking mask and is a real goddamn bitch about the whole thing. It's a nightmare. I just don't even go in places anymore. I don't care. I got nowhere to be, nothing to look forward to, no hopes or dreams of any kind, and nothing good coming up in my immediate future ever besides being fatter and older and just sadder, just a mess of being a sad guy. So that's good. And Jolly Ranchers, I got Jolly Ranchers.
Well, Terror House is doing quite well, so you have that to look forward to.
Nah, they'll take that away too. Netflix will edit it somehow.
Over my dead body.
I mean, that's happening too, but that's probably just from you're going to drink some shitty water there in one of these goddamn pieces of shit countries that you live in.
Nah, I already know how I'm going to go out. Bullet.
Oh, I thought you were going to say bald.
Well, I'll go out bald too.
I just... Man.
Well, it means when they sew my skull back up for the funeral, it means they won't have to, it'll be a lot easier with no hair. They won't have to stitch a wig on.
Do they do that? Do they stitch wig? They probably do, right? Because it's somebody's job to like make the bodies look good. But usually, I think if somebody like their head gets blown off, they just kind of go, "All right, we're closed casket in this one."
I'm sure they've tried it.
Yeah. I mean, yeah, I don't know. If you get cremated at the reception thing, they just put the urn there, right? Like you don't have to borrow a coffin for the thing, and then they cremate you. They just put the urn up there, right, with like a picture of you.
I thought they did the cremation after that.
That's what I'm wondering. Do they do it before or after?
I would figure they would do it after. I mean, that would make sense.
How about this? How about I'll shoot myself and then you can tell me what they do?
Sure. I mean, we can do that experiment if you like.
That seems like a good way to do it. I wonder how many fucking people killed themselves. Like
too many is the answer.
Because I know the suicides are up. I don't know. I'm not gonna be able to find it. So
yeah, they're gonna massage the stats on that one. Suicide rates aren't up. That's fake news. Even though we have all other kinds of documented crazy behavior as a result of lockdowns.
Yeah, like people that hate AT&T. Holy cow,
and furries and porn stars who huff shit.
Yeah, I don't know how anybody could think that she's hot now. I mean, good God, she huffs poop, dude. Just and you saw in the video, she just is like not sure what to do, and then just puts the damn mask on. Now, in a way, I kind of feel bad for her because it's like she clearly thought nobody's around. Okay, nobody's gonna see me do this, and and then and yeah, and then they did. It was funny. Oh, here you go. In Japan, more people died from suicide last month than from COVID in all of 2020.
That's not a shocker. And keep in mind, Japan didn't even do a lockdown.
Did they not?
This is hilarious. The Japanese government straight up said their constitution prevented them from doing a lockdown. So they urged people to stay at home. They urged people to wear masks, but they couldn't actually enforce anything.
Damn, Japan's constitution kicks ass. It seems like they actually care about theirs.
Yeah, well, I mean, it better kick ass. We wrote it for them.
Yeah, we don't care about our constitution very much. When are they going to get rid of that? I think they are going to. I mean, where are they going to get rid of that one? It's going to be like, listen, we lost it, actually. Well, what do you mean? No, we lost the constitution. Well, what do you mean? We were moving it. It must have been in one of the boxes. Maybe it got thrown out. So we're just going to. But I mean, we know what was on it. We lost it. We have to write a new one. Sponsored by Amazon.
That actually happened in Bosnia a few years back. They lost their constitution.
What, are you serious?
Oh, I'm dead serious. They lost it, and they did end up finding it. They found it in someone's house, and that person is now serving a life sentence. But the question as to how he got it, nobody knows.
Huh. He just stole the constitution. Was that guy Bosnian Nicolas Cage by any chance?
He must have been.
That's great. Oh my God. Oh man. I wonder about movies. I mean, they're still making them, kinda, but it's like, I wonder if there's gonna be any.
Wonder Woman 84 is out.
Oh yeah, and there's another Wonder Woman movie. Yeah, what the fuck? Who cares about that shit? Anything that's not a comic book movie, I'm wondering if anything's gonna come out that's not a comic book movie.
Well, the first Wonder Woman wasn't that bad for a comic book movie, but yeah, I'm not going to the sequel.
I don't care about Wonder Woman at all.
I don't either. I just I thought it was a good movie.
I don't even know what she does. She's got a lasso of truth, and she's an Amazonian, and I guess she's strong.
She's an expression of the of her creator's desire to be whipped. Like literally, why do you think it's all bondage fucking shit with Wonder Woman? The corset, the whip, the boots.
Huh. Yeah, I guess that could be a thing. I never really thought about it. I just don't know much about her. She got an invisible jet.
Yeah, but the first one wasn't bad because I went into it expecting it to be all this stupid feminist girl power shit. It was actually pretty nuanced. It's not that great, like I wouldn't watch it again, but for the $5 I paid for it when the first one came out 3 years ago, I was entertained enough. Oh yeah, there was the other minor issue of I was forced to go to a 3D showing, but they didn't give me any 3D glasses, so that part of it was not fun.
That's fucking hilarious. Why did they not give you any 3D glasses?
I can't. It was all in Hungarian. I couldn't tell whether they were out of them or they just wanted to charge me extra. But I watched a 3D movie with no 3D glasses, and I had the worst headache when I left the theater.
I would imagine so. Yeah, I wouldn't have sat through that. I would have just gone, well, that's a wash. It's just...
Well, it was a case of me I paid $5 for it, and this movie theater was on the other side of town. And it was like, I'm not going back home just yet. I'm just going to sit through this.
Well, there should be more 3D movies. I think maybe that'll be a thing. Just more 3D movies. Whatever happened to those 3D TVs that were supposed to be a thing?
Well, remember when 3D movies were like a thing 20 years ago, and then all of a sudden they came back recently?
Yeah. There's not enough of them. You don't really see that many. I mean, it's all dumb superhero stuff that I don't give a shit about. So maybe that's why I don't see them. But when was the last time there was a horror movie in 3D? or wasn't.
Yeah, that would be cool.
Yeah, like Friday the 13th 3. That was a good one. Of course, you know, you try watching it, you can see the parts where it's like supposed to be 3D, but it's not. So it's just some guy like poking a broom at the camera. So it's just kind of like stupid to see, but you know. Oh well. But yeah, 3D TVs were supposed to be a thing, and then they never were. And now it's just like 4K, which, you know, that's just more HD crap. Yeah, 3D TVs. I guess they do not have them at all. 3D TVs on Amazon. Let's see.
I mean, can't you just replicate that now with like a VR headset?
Yeah, probably. I would imagine that's kind of where that went. Because, yeah, I don't see anything as 3D TVs. I don't know. Can you imagine buying one of those fucking pieces of shit? It's pointless. Yeah. There's a Medium article. Opinion: 3D TVs deserves a comeback. The Times opportune. A lot of S's in that sentence that I don't like. But yeah, you have to wear like fucking dumb glasses to watch the fucking TV. Just seems stupid. I hate it.
Yeah, that's fucking retarded. The whole idea of a 3D movie is, I'm not enthused about it. I mean, I like IMAX shit. The IMAX is cool. That's still cool. Like 20, close to 30 years later, that's still cool. But like 3D glasses, weird.
Yeah, I don't like having to sit there the whole time wearing these fucking paper glasses, and then it's, you know, and then some places have the ones that are like plastic and you got to return them at the end, but tons of people don't return them and they walk around with them, and then it's like they don't even look cool.
They don't clean them.
Yeah.
So like, you know, they're covered in someone else's sweat.
Yeah, that's true. You got to think about that. That's a fucking mess. That's probably, you can't do that now because of the coronavirus. So everybody's like fucking scared to I've even been to somebody else's house. Dude, look at this fucking bullshit. Look at this. I'm going to send you this bullshit here. This is absolutely one of the worst things that I've ever seen. It's safer hugging at Christmas with Hugsy hugging coat. It's a piece of fucking plastic that you could put. It's a poncho. It's just a fucking poncho that people are putting on, and you know, we can cover your face in plastic and then you can hug each other. At what point is this just the most retarded? Like, I don't know. At least maybe this was something we'll have to look forward to. Is
those are just plastic bags.
Yeah,
those are ponchos.
Yeah. At least, you know, one thing we can maybe look forward to is I wonder how stupid everything is going to get. And I wonder if I can come up with some dumb idea like a plastic bag for hugging. Because if I can do that and I just sell, you know, some stupid bullshit, that would be great. That would be great. It'd make it all worth it. It'd make it all worth it if I could get a bunch of retards to buy some stupid bullshit that I made. That would be great. Yeah, it's bad.
I'm trying to. I probably shouldn't have yelled out because like the walls in this apartment are very thin. But I am angry looking at this.
Yeah. Well, luckily I don't see that really, you know, taken off. I don't really see a bunch of people paying for
There's
that.
There's that fucking dork shield with like, you know, the fucking helmet and, you know, the thing that covers your, you know, torso, and that costs like $1,500, and it's like if I see anyone walking down the street, I am going to laugh at them so hard.
Yeah, it's just gonna get weirder and worse. But
and then there are the people wearing face shields. You know, I haven't seen that in a while. Thank God. I saw the last time I saw someone wearing a face shield, it was a manager at a McDonald's in Belgrade, and they were probably just being forced to wear it. So like I couldn't laugh at them, but If I see someone on the street wearing one of those fucking things, I'm just going to laugh.
Yeah, I don't know. I'm trying to think the last time I saw somebody wearing a face shield. I see people wearing the latex gloves and shit as well. I still see that.
People are still doing the gloves?
Yeah.
People here gave up on the gloves a long time ago.
Yeah, it's just it's mainly old people that I see wearing the gloves. They're wearing gloves and masks and they're old. So I mean, it kind of makes sense, even though like even in the highest, 75 and older or whatever it is, 65 and older, it's still survival rates like 99.4%. But fine, if you want to be careful and you're an old person, whatever, I understand, I guess. But just know that you look ridiculous. But I guess I haven't seen the face shield for a little while.
Yeah, that's a good thing. This is the world now.
Yeah, it is.
It's the fucking world.
Lay in bed and watch King of the Hill, man.
Yeah. You wanna wrap the show up?
Yeah, let's do it. I've had to poop for the last 40 minutes.
Oh yeah. Well, I got some quick news for y'all. Terror House's latest book, The Pilgrim's Digress by TJ Martinell, is out now. You can buy it at terrorhousepress.com and, of course, Amazon, Barnes & Noble, and all the other places. It is 40% off through January 1st. Not only that, all of our books are 75% off through January 1st. If you wanted to pick up a Terror House book, you've got the Amazon gift cards, the Barnes & Noble gift cards, Santa left you a little money in the stocking. Perfect opportunity to do so at terrorhousepress.com. Get our books for 75% off. Merch, 20% off at terrorhousepress.com. This sale ends on January 1st. That is Friday, New Year's Day. Get it now. And I'm also going to announce our next book, which will be out next week. Ending Bigly, The Many Fates of Donald Trump. A unique title in the Terror House pantheon. It is a collection of Donald Trump-themed short stories curated by Bill Marchant. If you don't know Bill Marchant, he's a big Twitter personality and a writer. Very talented elderly fellow from Canada. He wrote the smash hit for Terror House, the short story New Garden. This short story collection is a number of writers, including many names you may recognize, such as Moldbug Man, Landshark, many others, speculating what will become of Donald Trump. What will his future look like? What will the future of America look like? Many creative takes on this question. That book will be out on January 8th. And actually, while we were recording this podcast, I just got another contribution from a very big individual who will be appearing in the book. I'm not going to give it away, but we might have
Donald Trump.
Might have Bill. Yeah, and we might also have Bill on the show soon to talk about the book. We're still working the details of that out. But yeah, Ending Bigly, The Many Fates of Donald Trump, curated by Bill Marchant, will be out on January 8th. Anyway, Bryden, anything you want to plug?
No, that's it. Just, I don't know. Hope it all gets better or something. I don't know.
Hope for the best, prepare for the worst. But yes, go check Bryden out on DLive, dlive.tv/Bryden. All of his links will be in the description. I'm at mattforney.com. My link's in the description as well. And that'll do it for this episode of Terror House Radio. Be sure to check in every day at Terror House Magazine, terrorhousemag.com for our latest publications, our books, Terror House Press, terrorhousepress.com. All books 75% off through Friday. The Pilgrim's Digress by TJ Martinell out now, 40% off through Friday at terrorhousepress.com. Follow our social media links in the description. And don't forget that you can always check out past episodes of Terror House Radio at terrorhouseradio.com. Terror House Radio is produced by Bryden Proctor and presented by Jugs. Intro music by Meme Extremist, illegitimate non-coverundum. Don't let the bastards grind you down. I'm Matt Forney with Bryden Proctor. We are out.